The way you think is stopping you from getting the life you want to live. If being successful is your goal, you have to change the way you think about the world around you. Now, that's easier said than done. It's easy just to say, oh, you can just change the way you think. But here's what I would follow, and some things I do, the mentalities I follow, and some of the tips I would use to change the way you think to kind of be more productive. Let's start with me, for example. You and me are probably one of the same. Super ambitious, super confident, but we struggle with one thing. We always think we can do more, and we can never stop thinking that we haven't done enough. That's the thing I struggle with the most, is always thinking that there's more to do. When I succeed one thing, I got to get more. It's like no matter what I do, it's never enough for myself. What I call achievement addiction. Always striving for another goal, another notch on your belt, but never being satisfied with the things you've done. So it feels like you're running a race, but the finish line is always being pushed further back. Achievement addiction. I would look at achievement addiction like this. It's like climbing a mountain. In the moment you climb, you get to the top, very top, you look over to your right and see that there's another mountain higher than the one that you're on. So you have to go chase that and get to the highest peak, and then it never stops. There's always a higher mountain, but one thing you never stop to do is appreciate how far you've climbed. That's what I look at as achievement addiction if I had to paint a picture of the problem. Many people would see what you've done as impressive, but to you it's just never enough. And we have to figure out why that is. First step, validate and understand. Always validate the feelings you're having. Let yourself know it's okay to not be okay and feel the way you're feeling. That's something I did myself. That was the very first thing I did, was let myself know it's okay to be okay. I found there's two main reasons why I felt the way I felt. I always thought I was inferior to everyone around me. As kids, you would always see these young kids on TV doing this, doing that, and you look at yourself and see that's not who you are. So growing up, I always felt inferior to people around me that were at my age, especially the ones doing better than me. Sometimes for most people, it could even be culture values. The people closest to you putting so much pressure because they want the best for you, and they're pushing you so hard that it creates a shell around yourself to not even see how good you're doing. And even when you do your best, to them it may not be enough, but to yourself it's not enough because you feel like you can do more, but you're giving it everything you have. So how hard can you push yourself? So I have two mindsets that I kind of follow, and here's what they are. Mindset number one, fulfillment overdrive. Fulfillment overdrive changes your mindset from the pursuit of external achievements to interior satisfaction. You can apply this to your life is redefining what you think success is. Stop looking for success being the nicest car, the nicest chains, the nicest that, but finding out what internally makes you satisfied and what at your core makes you feel fulfilled, and chase that and use that as a definition of success. But the moment you keep chasing these external things, you'll never be happy, because happiness comes from the inside, not what you have on the outside. And the second way to implement this mindset is practice gratitude. Be proud of yourself. Give yourself some grace on who you are. You are an amazing and beautiful person, and let yourself know that. You can't always shun yourself. Instead of going from being your biggest critic, become your biggest cheerleader and celebrate everything that you've ever done. Now, for some of you, that may not be the mindset for you. Here's option two, what I call the enough mindset. The main focus is to switch from external success to letting yourself know that you are enough. You have to redefine your value. Your value is not dependent on how much you make, how successful you are, what car you drive, how much money you make. You have to change the way you define value, because the value you have is enough. You are enough. That is the mindset you have to carry with yourself, that you can strive to be better, but that doesn't mean you're not enough now. In today's video, we talked about understanding how much mindset goes into being successful, and learning about the addiction that you may have not known you had, which was achievement addiction, and understanding two mindsets that can get you past that addiction of always looking for another notch on your belt and letting yourself know that you are enough. I want to leave you guys on 3 quotes that I really think is important when it comes to mindset. Number 1, whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. Number 2, your mindset is the foundation to everything you do. Number 3, change your thoughts and you can change the world. If you found this video helpful in any type of way, my name is Jay Tarnavant. I love making motivational content to inspire people to become their true selves. That is my core belief, and that will bring me fulfillment. And this channel will be based on doing different types of ways like that. So if that's something you're interested in, please like, comment, subscribe, and share with one other person. My goal is to change the world, and I can do that one person at a time, and that's starting with you.